one on either side, shining in this way, and that way it would shine on that and shine on the people from the side.
If you light that too much, I have a feeling that chroma key right there is going to not chroma key it. Do you know what I'm talking about? When you light that too much, it just disappears. See there, it just disappears.
It is a light blue, however. Oh, we don't need to do that to him.
Oh, no. I'm just saying that
No, please.
I was just showing them.
Let me introduce you to Elliot. Elliot, this is Randini.
I'm Randini.
Randini's
Nice to meet you.
The great Randini.
The great Randini.
Never worry, never fear, because the great Randini's
Be
always
careful, he might make you disappear.
Okay.
Randy's a man of many talents.
Just made John disappear. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none, except for painting. I don't know a thing about painting. Not a thing. So you're doing a zombie movie,
Yes.
is that correct?
Yes.
And when will this start filming?
Next month.
Next month. And you need extras.
We need plenty of extras.
And
We
so
always
you've got
need
your
something.
stars already, I guess.
No. We'll have a big open casting call within the next couple weeks, and that's all gonna get taken from there. Hopefully.
All you have is the lead hot chick with a machine gun, right?
You could call her that, sure.
Okay.
And is there financing back in this movie? I mean, are people going to get paid? Are they not going to get paid?
There's some financing right now. All we really have to pay for is, the money to pay for is our locations and our props and food that everyone will be able to eat for free on the set. So if nothing else, they'll get free food and beer.
Very good.
And then if I get a check, they'll get a check. So.
Okay. And this is a independent film, and it'll show where? You're going to try to get distribution to it?
Well, I know it'll definitely premiere at the Jolly Rouge.
Okay.
They've already asked for it, and I said sure.
Is that something you could also get it somewhere like the pizza company or
Sure.
something like that? Yeah,
Sure.
Okay.
Fine Arts Theater. There's been talk of that. So, who knows? I'm definitely going to try and get distribution for it. I'm going to take it up to a few festivals and get it screened there, hopefully.
So you're wanting it to be as professional as possible, then, I think.
Yeah. I mean, without getting too hoity-toity.
Right. Right. So is it being shot with digital cameras, or is it being shot with film 35?
We're gonna shoot it actually with a mixture of stuff. Okay. There's some stuff that is like war footage. There's other stuff that's just in a house. There's it's a film it's not your average zombie film. So it's going to be kind of all over the place, and for each different kind of location and field, we're going to use a different camera.
Okay. Well, I would love to be an extra in that, as well as he told you I had 6 people.
Sure.
Maybe only 4 if you don't want 2 children. I've got a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old that would love
Children are zombies too sometimes.
They would love to be a zombie as
well.
well.
So, sure, we'd love to have you.
Me and my wife and my niece and her husband, my niece and nephew. So there's 6 people right there.
Okay,
and,
sure.
We're not so worried about pay or anything like that. I was just asking for the people out there.
Right.
That's a good question.
If I can pay you, I will.
That's a question a lot of people ask you. I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Of course.
But we'd love to just do it. Just to do it. I mean,
Great. We'd love to have you. Rule number 1 on our sets are have fun. So
I need to definitely
come
get
out
some
and have
contact
fun.
information from you.
Absolutely. Well, we'll exchange contact information. We've already got a small contact sheet of emails. So anytime we find out something like, this casting call is going to be here or something like that, we send out bulk emails and people can come at will.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I would love to do that. So,
great.
And it's going to entirely be shot here in Asheville?
Yes. There might be a few scenes that I go down to South Carolina for. That's still in the works, but supposedly I have 2 acres that I can use down there for free, so
wow.
I might have to hop on that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are you volunteering yourself, your wife, and your children?
And my niece and nephew.
And your niece and nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what's going on with the music.
Let's see, what other important questions would be ideal to know out there? Is it going to be shot in downtown Asheville or around Buncombe County?
All over the place.
All over the place. Okay.
We'll probably do some shooting downtown. We'll do some shooting possibly a little bit outside Asheville. Definitely anywhere we can that we won't get kicked out of immediately.
Okay. Okay. And is there, it's daytime shooting, nighttime shooting, both? And weekends and weekdays?
Yeah, we're going to mainly try and focus on like long weekends.
So when you find people that you'd like to have through your casting calls, they can They have the ability to pick a day that's convenient for them or days that's convenient
Mostly,
for them?
yeah. What we'll do is we'll kind of look at who we got and the main characters, and we're gonna try and make sure we can arrange everything by everybody's schedule, so everybody gets a chance to get in there, and things still run smoothly.
Okay, very good. And what other questions, John, should I ask? Now, when you do that, isn't it going to need a third coat?
Well,
Not if you just hit the bumps.
well, no, I'm taking the paint off the wall, I can see.
So I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it may need a little touch up, but hopefully not too much. I'm just trying to smooth out the bumps. And which there are quite a few of. It might not be that important, but I think we'll find that the paint, we just put it on thick as well.
Can we ask him how people can contact him without doing a call to action? How can we do that?
Anything that's a little bit less rough?
Oh, yeah.
John,
Yes?
how can we do that?
Yeah, well, you can ask them that if there is some place where people can contact you.
Okay, well, this is not a call to action.
No.
How can people contact you?
No, this is not a call to action. This is information.
It's simply information.
Strictly information. How can
We're
people
not
contact
even
you?
suggesting.
All right, stop the standing for a minute.
We're not suggesting that anyone call him.
Hey, stop the standing for a minute.
Yes.
All right, how can
Yeah.
people contact you?
You can contact the studio at our email address, which is poorbastardstudios@hotmail.com.
And the sanding
Okay.
you just want to stop.
Very
You just
good.
won't be scratching up the wall.
And I guess that's spelled just exactly the way it's
Exactly the way it sounds. Yes.
I'm just gonna do like little
Okay.
spots with that.
So you heard it here
Over
first.
here.
You heard it here first. On the Mad Scientist podcast.
Well, there's a lot of stuff he's not done yet. So you ran me off from over there, so I'm over here now. But he doesn't care because this isn't blue. And I'm not scratching all the blue paint off the wall.
I just hope it's dry before 7:30. I have a show at 7:30.
What's the chances of it not drying by 7:30?
Slim to none in this hot room.
I know, we got fans too. We turn both fans on high.
Yeah, I know. I can hear the fans in the microphones.
Yeah, I thought so. I could hear them too.
Oh yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock. Can I do a commercial real quick?
No commercial.
Not a commercial, but a sponsorship real quick.
Oh yeah, go for it.
This portion of this
Portion of the Mad Scientist
This-
Party.
This portion of the Mad Scientist Paint Party is brought to you in part by thisismyband.com. At This Is My Band, you can feature your bands, your fans, and everything else you can think to feature. That's thisismyband.com. Now back to the Mad Scientist Tea Party and Paint Party. How was that?
I think that's all right. You got a copy of the rules, same as I do.
Yeah.
Did you read those things? No. Well, I read those things last night. Yeah. I took them home last night. I read those things.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
You're an anarchist, though. You're not supposed to read.
Doesn't mean I can't read them, you know. Just means I want to buy them.
Hey, I guess anarchists do have to read the rules, otherwise they won't know what to break, will they?
But,
It feels like there's less paint in here than we put in here when we left.
that wouldn't seem to make sense, would it?
No, it wasn't.
Out of passion curiosity, is that the only can there is?
Yes.
I assure you I have taken none of it.
And I think we're going to buy another can.
Nuh-uh.
That feels like only about a half a can. We left 3/4 of a can, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh.
Not that I'm saying anybody took it.
Uh-huh.
I'm just suggesting that.
Well, it is magic paint.
Check this out. Our paint roller's gone.
Hopefully this
Like
is.
that.
I have a roller.
Our only roller cover's gone. Oh,
I'm equipped.
Did you get that from back in?
Look over yonder.
Nope, over there it is. Very good.
I really hope this table remains stable while I'm doing what I'm doing.
That table is not good for that.
No, that's
I didn't bring.
That's what I was thinking.
And I didn't bring the little white ladder. So. All right.
And I've pretty much pulled this out about as far as I can
All right.
without
Is it
us
not far
using video.
Is it not far enough?
Think we'll get
Oh, what?
I'll be back in just a moment.
Okie dokie.
Okay. All right, I have quit sanding now. Oh, we lost our guest.
He's just stepping out for a minute.
I don't know, I think he's fleeing. He's headed for the door. Okay.
And this is Matt from Mount Dungeon Painting. And gonna fall. He's gonna fall, so let's get a wide shot.
Let's
see what
No,
he's
I
doing.
think I'm gonna be okay, because you know what? It took a while, because taping stuff off always does, but that's the last piece. Right there.
What I was hoping you would do is set your nostril cam up out there in the hallway.
Yeah.
And run it in here and put that in the background, so it looks like we're wiping on nothing, just down the hallway. Looks like we're just sitting here just doing this.
Oh, point it down the
Yeah,
hallway?
point it down.
Okay. I'll go get it. Oh, it's not in the car.
Oh well.
I could get another one.
Well, if that's what you want to do.
I didn't bring my cameras today. I brought that one.
That's fine.
I didn't bring much today.
Okay.
You see, no microphones, no cords.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Nada.
Well.
I feel like, looking at myself here, we don't have any audio, so I feel like I should be giving painting tips or something like that. Plastic is good. Yes, there we go. I've encountered some people that have mixed feelings about taping stuff off. Some people think it doesn't look professional. I think these days, especially if you're painting in some rich person's house, they expect to see it because they see it on TV, so it's probably a good idea to do it. And yes, by all means, plastic to protect things you don't want paint splattering on is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So here we go. I'm going to throw the plastic down. And just the corner. That aside. This. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. And now, I'm gonna start painting. And if you're just tuning in, I am going to be putting on a second coat of chroma key blue. What you're looking at behind me is actually wall painted blue, despite the episode of Mount Dungeon, recent one rolling in the background with Buckarettes, very talented group of women. And here we go, pouring just a little bit of blue paint. I've already had my brush at the ready. And so I'm going to do one other thing. I'm going to run it and try and get an old newspaper, Mountain Express or something.
Okay. I found another camera in my car.
Okay.
I just happen to have another one.
I'd really like to find out how to get that
Yes, that's
Hang
what,
on.
exactly. That's part of today's technology. That's what. Okay. You want me to show you what I know?
Well, most of it I've figured out, but I still haven't found the letterbox and stuff.
Okay, wait a minute. Where are you on? let me start from scratch, okay?
Okay.
Okay, okay. Review. All right. Is that picture
Application, I guess.
That's what that is. Okay. All right. And you were going this one? Oh.
Yeah, I was down under I'll press OK again and use these arrows instead.
Yeah, you were off.
Now I see it. Now you're on different menus, but that's okay.
I know, that's okay. DB.
I just could not find it.
Oh, wait a minute. Component.
TV type. I bet that's it right there.
I'm not sure of that.
4.3. Well, it's on a 4.3.
So 4.3. That's where I put it.
Whoa.
I put it on 4.3. Okay, that's okay. TV type display guide. Let's see what that is.
That's a guide for which I've never used before, so I don't have a clue. I guess it's a guide for you.
Let's push that button.
Oh, okay. It shows you what's actually going to be on the screen, I guess. I don't know. It's just this. Well, that doesn't make sense.
Standard set. Record format. DV set.
I'm glad when the blast pattern hit the wall, it didn't show up in the chroma key at least.
Oh, you know what? I seen it up there. Go back up with this arrow right here.
Do it.
Okay. I bet this is it right here. Are we on component out? How are we going out?
Component out.
We're on component out?
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's on
that one? See what that does.
So Elliot,
Yes.
when did you first know that you wanted to make a zombie movie?
When the war started.
I thought maybe
When
that
the
might be
war
it since we're
started.
on component out.
Which war specifically are you referring to?
The war that we're in now.
You'd be talking about the war in Iraq.
That's it.
Yes.
And-
So you're going to do a little bit of political commentary.
A lot of political commentary.
Excellent, excellent.
Actually, I had the idea when the war started. I knew I really wanted to make a zombie movie when Hurricane Katrina happened.
God frame, did we look at that already?
So there's going to be a little bit of indictment in the current political situation, eh?
Oh, absolutely. Nobody will be
That menu
safe.
goes off. It should show.
Good. So have you guys heard about the latest Republican sex scandal?
Tell us about it.
Tell us all about it.
Hold on. I want to see where's the paint? I want to see. That is very cool. That is very, very cool. The latest Republican sex scandal. Senator Larry Craig from Idaho. You guys heard about this? Have the viewers? All right, I'm gonna do this real quick. Stop painting for the viewers at home. Senator Larry Craig from Idaho was in June arrested, and this is a U.S. senator. In June, was arrested for trying to solicit sex from an undercover cop in a men's room in Minneapolis Airport.
Well, maybe we need to try something different. Whoa.
Oh, that's
That's all I'm gonna say.
I bet that's
The
that
seeds
guy.
are out there. People run with it.
So you can tell exactly where the center is.
Thank you for that, Matt.
Sure, no problem.
When all that spells,
Now I'm gonna be in the corner painting.
Do we have a destruction?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Tape in
How's
place,
that?
cutting in around the edges should go fairly
it.
quickly.
How'd you do that? You just went to camera memory that made that up?
No, it mode right here.
Mode.
And what
Play
are
it.
you two attempting to do?
Camera tape. Good.
You wacky
Good, whatever it
technophiles,
is.
you.
No, make. Okay. Good enough.
Alright,
That's
they're
it.
not listening.
But where did that go now?
What go?
They're a new camera lane.
Oh, well, you're in the play mode. Camera tape.
Yeah, these new
Okay.
cameras just recently
Oh, yeah.
came
Yeah,
in,
there we go.
No.
and I don't even know if any have been checked out yet.
We're
What happened to our
Aside
picture?
from
We're just
this,
zooming.
I don't,
So I guess if we
not
just
sure
go
if
one
anybody's
time.
taken them out to the field yet, I should say.
Do you think
one
anybody
time.
watching now thinks this is like
You
Mount
get rid of
Dungeon
it,
with
so-
commentary?
Now we pull me.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
No,
That's
Mount
what-
Dungeon
That's good. This is our.
Oh, this is
normally a
widescreen.
late night show,
Now
so
it's
this
not.
is
See, now on my camera, it
usually
stays.
the only time
it
you're
always
going
stays
to catch
widescreen
any
regardless
bits of
what
it.
your output is.
And
But
well,
that's
I
it
guess
right
the
there.
music isn't playing in the background, so
Well, that's progress.
Now what is this?
Oh, That's the magic. See what it says right there? What does it say?
It says Carl Zeiss Vario Sonar.
Okay, that Carl Zeiss is the lens.
Carl Zeiss.
Vario Sonar, I'm
Vario
guessing
Sonar.
is this. It's some kind of
Oh,
hot
it's a
shoe.
boot. Yeah, it's a boot.
It's a hot shoe for,
Yeah, hot
I don't
shoe.
know if it's for a light.
I guess for a light or an extra camera or anything, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever.
That is awesome. Terrific.
Got a little hole up front to plug your microphone into. And
Okay, so-
I
It's
probably,
an 8, ain't it?
Huh?
8.
Yeah, but I probably have the adapters here to do it with.
That is nice.
So once again, I reiterate, what are you technophiles going on about?
The widescreen production stuff.
Well, I wish we had their music in the background. I'd love to hear that. I've missed it every single night on TV. Every single night I've missed it.
The Buckarats episode?
Yes.
It's good.
I know, but I can't hear it.
Okay. Is there any way we can get the audio coming in?
Is it plugged in? I guess it is plugged in.
It looks like it is plugged in.
And what's it plugged
Yeah,
into?
there's audio plugged in.
What's it plugged into?
It's plugged in right here.
Okay, well, we'll bring it on up so you can hear it. Can you hear it?
From the
No,
water
stay in the shot.
to
Stay
the
in the shot, and
nectar,
you can make
from the root
How do you like it?
grows
I
the
love it.
vine,
They're good.
grows the root
Good girls. You like
to
it.
the
Okay,
water,
now I'm gonna
or the
camera.
nectar to
I
the
didn't put it on
vine.
tripod.
We the people
Look, I'm playing with the Buckarats.
that grows on the vine, from the vine
Did you make the Buckarats
to
like
the water.
Yeah. Well, I didn't, but yeah, the Buckarats were made like mine. Close to it anyway. Once again, I take no credit for anything that happens in post-production.
Hey, Matt's playing with them too. See, I'll do anything.
I consider that a fairly positive attitude. And I'm going to assume, if we come down to it, even then, there's probably a few things.
Oh, yeah, there's a few things that way.
Yeah.
And I was hoping some of the other guys would also help that.
You know what? I could not find my...
We have a roller.
I painted last week. I did my share.
So did
I bought the paint and I painted it. You guys did last week. That's why I don't want to get involved in anything.
I'll take credit for a lot of that.
From the root grows the
Well,
vine,
I only brought one brush for myself because I couldn't find my main work box
or the nectar
in the time that I
to the
gave myself to
vine.
find it.
We the people keep the
Yeah, see,
fruit
that's the kind of problem I ran across today. I've got the G20 backed up
on the vine,
having enough time
from the vine
to wash the feet up,
to the
make
water,
that happen, and paint, and
alive,
on the camera. It
divine.
was really a lot to ask.
Fortunately, this brush, and this is the main brush that I use. Unfortunately, I had washed it last time I used it and not put it back with all the other brushes, so this was easier to find than if I'd actually put it back where it was supposed to be put back.
I was thinking there was a possibility of something. I'll tell you what. Let's go. Let me do a little thinking. You want to look this up a second camera? That's up to you. Take my dress off. No. Let the Buckarats run.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do that next week. Let's set it up.
But I can set up a second camera because see what we're gonna do. You want to be the cameraman since you painted last week? I'll do the wormhole.
All right, let's do the wormhole. Let's do the wormhole.
All right, I'll start by taping off the wormhole like you did. I'll use your blue tape and I'll tape off the wormhole. I'll use your magic tape. You might use your
I think somebody's shared.
That's good. And all right, you can just sit down and talk about zombies.
Wait, talk about zombies. Would you like to have paper?
Or you can paint. You can do, yes, you can do it. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what to do.
From the water to the
I do best, they tell me that I sit and bark and stretch. I sit and bark. Do this, do that, work, work, work. Face the wall.
I think the show is ending.
Oh, no, it's not. Why do you think that?
Because credits are rolling. Yeah, there we go.
No.
The end.
Oh, good. I can get
No.
I bet there's a.
No,
I bet there's a. I bet there's a
Rest
nice
show.
Yeah, I bet there's a nice sponsor to end that. Let's see if there's.
As a matter of fact, there is.
Let's watch and see if there's not a nice sponsor to end that. Look at that. Look at that.
Is Jonathan in here?
No. Have you lost him?
And
Apparently.
Gourmet Perks. You
Yes.
guys have 2 sponsors now.
They
That
give
is
us food.
cool.
We
Yes.
like them best. No, I'm just joking.
Well, I can definitely put that little brush to use and get right there.
Go for it.
I don't know
Yeah, I
what's
mean,
coming on
it's
next,
a
but
pretty dinky brush, but on the other hand, sometimes
Really good
a
for
dinky
getting
brush
those
is what
little
you need.
maybe
Cracks.
we
Yes.
should turn that off.
What?
The Mount Dungeon thing.
Oh, okay. All right. See, now is when, if you had let me set that
I
up
should
the
have brought
camera
one
up.
of these.
We
Now
could-
it would, yes.
Uh-huh.
It would,
Well, if you're in that
Look.
corner and I'm over there, it should be just fine.
let's just go here and go with a.
Yeah, now we're on the live cam. No jittery video in our TV show. No siree. That jittery.
Are you insinuating that I'm being
No.
jittery?
No, I get insinuated by other people around the station criticize. You saw my Anarchy TV.
Look, you can't get no more still than that. Look at that.
You saw Anarchy TV, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I did a lot of handheld for that show, and
See, I like shots like this right here and stuff.
and
I
Jim
like
used
those.
to criticize me on a more or less weekly basis.
Now, does John have a blue shirt or a black shirt, folks? That's what we want to know. Welcome to the studio.
Yes. This is the studio paint party.
And in just a little while, when we bring out the big digging tools, this is going to be our wormhole. We've got to bring out the digging tools first. And we've
The
got to
digging
start-
tool so we can dig the
we've got to
hole
start digging the hole
for the worm.
for the worm.
It's a little different than that.
I know.
We have to put a electromagnetic
Well, we got to bust out the wall first.
field up, you know.
Once we bust out the wall,
So you think we should be painting with sledgehammers? Oh, this is weird. This is not going on straight. For some reason, I'm suspecting that the door is not straight.
I have to
Do you?
leave the show for a little while.
Oh. You know, more pressing matters.
Yes, I got to go have a conversation.
Oh,
So I shall return.
more
Those are famous last words, aren't they?
Well, you got a good camera shot?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right.
That's decent.
Okay.
I'll be back before you paint the wormhole, and if I'm not, just come and get me. I'll be right 2 doors down.
Am I following your pattern the way you want it?
No, I wasn't even looking at that. I was looking at the TV screen. As I will sometimes tend to do.
Oh, good. There's enough painters here, so I don't have to stay.
Hey.
Oh, Devine.
Well, you can stay. I didn't make any tea. And I thought that might happen there. I might just go with the pure painting thing, you know. That was what I did.
Hey, Matt.
How are you this fine day?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
Hey, Devine.
Hey, John.
How are you?
Fine.
Good.
Thank you.
Me too. I'm glad you made it by. I know you're not too disappointed, I should think, because you knew you'd be doing something like this time.
Yes.
It was a surprise last time, wasn't it?
Sort of, but it's no big deal.
I saw your show yet again today. Oh, did you see that? I saw you.
Was it the second half or the first half?
It looked like you had a big old soldering iron with a bent tip on it, and you were running it through some
Curling
fabric.
some petals.
That's what it looked like.
I think that might have been the second half. Because I turned in the second half the other night at the meeting. Did you hear the sound?
I don't think so. I think they had the sound turned down. I was catching it on the monitor.
I'm going to assume the sound was spectacular, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. I'd like to find out.
Well, have you listened to it? Sure you have.
Yeah, on my DVD player at home I have.
And what does it sound like?
It sounds pretty good. However, I can hear my fan humming.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's been
I had to have the fan because it was hot as hell in there. That's not so far. It's not real loud. It's
Is it
not-
like this one? Is it a louder thing?
I have
It's not the same as that.
some questions for you. So let me put you in the hot seat here. Davine?
Okay.
Davine, yes.
All right, that's the hot seat.
I can't chat with who I wanted to chat with right now, so
That's the hot seat.
I'm going to
And right where I'm sitting is where the other seat's
chat
supposed
with
to
him
be.
later.
Is that the new camera?
This is a new
Yeah,
camera.
we're running the new camera today. This is a paint day and a technology day. We're learning how to play with the technologies and change the aspect ratio.
Do you
on
like blue?
I
Or do you
think
like red?
I don't know. I
Purple?
can't see myself very well, but
Look
I
right
think
here.
the lighting was
the
off.
green is
Look right here.
nice.
Do you want green or what? Just tell me when to
That
stop
was
on the
nice.
color.
That sort of orangey beige stuff was nice.
We gotta
Look
get
at the, okay, she's
the
looking.
pink and green is good together.
That's good. See, but look at
Okay,
that.
let's go
But I
back to
like the
green.
black.
Okay,
I
let's
like
go to
black
green.
too. You know.
She is fond of black.
Well, do
You got black? Have you got black?
Yeah, we got black. You want black or do you want
Yeah.
green? Black?
on her.
All right,
She likes black.
let's do.
She's always likes black. That's so.
There we
you
go. Now we've got to get rid of some of that blueness, which we can't because we ain't got no lights behind you. So
It's okay.
that's about the best we can do.
That's all right. I like having the
But
halo.
once we get those lights back there, that'll stop. Okay. All right. Now, Davine.
Is this Michael?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
And she is in the hot seat.
You can turn the music down and the
I think it's all turned down.
news now.
And let's see here. All right. Now, I seen your program earlier and really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm a lover of stuff like that. And I'm a guy, so maybe I'm getting in touch with my feminine side. But I had some questions for you. That glue that you made with the gum and the water, so it doesn't set up like a regular glue, I take it. It just has
Yeah.
to dry. It does. So you said let it sit overnight. Is it supposed to sit in the refrigerator? Is it supposed to
I
sit
would put it in the
covered?
refrigerator, but it could sit out overnight. It's not going to spoil and turn kind of with
So it won't harden?
squirmies. No.
Okay, it won't
It's
harden.
like, you know, the glue that we had in grade school in the little bottle that you squeezed out.
Like Elmer's glue? Okay.
No,
The
other
brown
one.
glue with the
The
rubber top
kind
on
of,
it.
yeah, had the
Oh,
rubber
okay,
top
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's that same
Oh, that's
thing.
like contact cement.
No.
Can you not buy that stuff anymore?
I don't know if you can or not. I just know that with the gum arabic, that's what it's made out of, and you just get the gum arabic and make your glue and put it on the back of the velvet.
Okay, so it is actually hardening on the back of the velvet.
Yeah, it does. When it dries, it hardens
Okay.
and stiffens the fabric enough to hold the shape.
Okay. But it won't set up in the can. But you should put it in the
You
refrigerator.
probably could let it sit up. I don't know. It would take forever for it to dry out.
Okay.
But when it gets on a layer there and it's real thin, it dries in just a few hours.
I almost knocked your drink off.
That you are very, very informative on your programs, and I'm sure everybody appreciates that. That was just one thing that I had a question about that you had missed, and I didn't know. Because I was just thinking in terms of actual glue, and I was thinking, well, gee, if you let the glue sit out overnight, wouldn't it harden?
No.
But
Mm-mm.
but
no.
it doesn't. Okay.
No. No.
Oh, very good.
No, what it does in letting it sit out overnight is I think it kind of cures or gets, thickens up a little more or something. It takes a while for it to kind of, I notice whenever I first mix it up, it feels kind of thin, and then after I've let it sit up overnight, it thickens up.
Yeah. Some of the water's evaporated out of it, I guess.
I don't know if it's that or if
It's so- it
there's
amalgamates.
something about the Arabic part of the gum or the gum part of the Arabic. One of the two thickens up as it sits.
Is that the same stuff that they use in chewing gum?
Probably. I think they do use some gum Arabic in chewing gum.
I think they do too, if I'm not mistaken. I had plenty of questions and I just went blank.
Well,
Well, think about it a minute.
So
let
is
her
that
ask you some.
is that the program that that you were messing with the other day when you came in and said you were having a problem with? Okay. Okay. Well, you did nicely with it.
That was the one that was driving me absolutely crazy a week ago.
So part two, you said part two's better. I don't know how it could be any better because part one looked rather well to me.
Well, part two went so much easier.
So it's not that it's better; it just went easier for you.
It went so much easier in editing it because
You knew what you were doing.
I knew a little more what I was doing, and
trip and don't
final
fail.
final cut wasn't driving me crazy.
So I can't wait to see part two. That's really nice. Those molds, you said you could get those molds at if you're lucky enough to find them at antique stores and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a place down on South Biltmore Avenue.
It has some,
A Touch of Old Europe, I think is the
okay.
name of it.
and it have some now?
They did have some about a year and a half ago. They had a whole collection, and they were real expensive.
Well,
And as well they should be, because those are wonderful old handmade tools.
Are you
Like-
a flower maker, John?
no, I'm not at the moment. I mean, I have been. I've made a flower.
Have you really? Okay. I've never done it. It looks like it'd be interesting. I'm just wondering. I'm curious about those molds. See,
They were bronze and lead and kind of
So they
another
break
very
you on
heavy.
fire.
I put them on that hot plate.
Well, I mean, back in the day, they probably put them on a fire or whatever.
Yeah, they had to
Right.
fire them up. They probably had a Bunsen burner or something.
And then they, I guess, could mass produce rather quickly just by having their stuff wet and putting it in there and molding it real quick, and then probably hundreds of flowers a day. I would
Yeah, you
guess.
could, because
Or
there's
even thousands.
there's one company in New York that I know of that still has maybe 1,000 of those molds.
Wow. Wow.
And they're the only one that I know of in the States that is mass producing any kind of handmade flowers like that.
Wow.
And they've had their molds since the 30s or 40s, when that used to be a big booming industry.
So now, those molds, would that be something identical to even in the 18 or 1700s? I mean, how far back does it literally go back to?
The flower making goes back a couple of centuries.
So even
so in
back
the
in the
17th and
biblical days, you
18th,
could have.
18th
Oh,
century.
not that far back then. Just back to like 17.
17, it used to be a real genteel ladies' pastime.
So they really didn't make them before. There's no proof that they made anything like that before the 1800s, I guess.
Oh, they may have.
They may have, but I would imagine that
I guess flower makers, we know it.
I think it would have to do with availability of the silk.
They probably didn't have an abundance of before.
Well,
the
how-
middle of
how
the
many you want me to do?
1800s.
Yeah,
I'll
and
hand you
silk
this.
probably used to be real expensive.
Either or,
Didn't it,
that kind
John?
of thing, and
John
I'm
knows
not
everything,
posting data,
so.
so
Well, I
just
don't know
over here.
everything.
Well, he knows a lot, but he knows a
know
lot
a
of
lot.
arcane stuff.
Sometimes.
Don't you think
I know
some?
the words to a lot of old songs.
You already
To
go on
me,
that,
I know the word of every old
you already go on
song.
that, singing-
old song.
Just about.
Singing ABC or whatever that show is, where you have to finish the words. You'd probably win that 50,000.
Do they have
What is
old
that?
songs?
Singing Bee? Is that what it's called? Singing Bee?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do they
I
have
don't
old
know.
songs?
They have all kinds of songs.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm
get back
better
to
at old
ABC.
songs than new songs. I'm better at old songs that were before I was born.
That's very interesting, though. So I take it that Well, now see, now I'm so afraid of getting into a call to action. I'm not going to get into a call to action, but I take it you sell these. You sell these, don't you? Yeah.
What? The roses?
The roses, the hat. Well, I know you sell the hats.
Yeah, I've sold the roses. I've sold a lot of roses. I've also sold a lot of written instruction on how to make the roses, and that really is making the roses is my most popular written instruction that I have. So
is that like an e-book or an actual book?
It's
or just
a
book
little
pamphlet, or?
Self-published, like an artisan published book, not an official. It's self-published, but you know, a lot of artists, a lot of times when you get material that is, or a subject matter that is as arcane and rare as making silk flowers, no big publishing house is going to publish that. So you got to do it yourself.
Really? You think so?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I would think that something like that would be, well.
And people don't have time.
It's not all the rage. It's not current.
It's not the rage.
Well, anyway,
It's real. It's real. It's a real niche.
but who knows? It could become. Why don't you get your stuff together and go see Ralph Roberts? Have you thought of that?
She's already seen Ralph Roberts.
Oh, have you? Okay.
I sell it off my website.
Okay.
And I have one millinery supplier in that sells supplies to everybody, and she carries my discs.
Oh, okay.
So, you know.
Very good then.
It's
Or Lulu.com.
But it's true. It is true. Ralph might have an outlet for you.
Well, I didn't know if you could talk to him or not about that. You know, he's a publisher, and I know he publishes some of what you would call, I guess, off-the-wall books. Like you're saying, this would be an off-the-wall.
oh yeah, it's definitely off the wall.
And I know he certainly has published some before, so you.
But you know, if I can print out my own DVDs and package them.
Well, I'm just thinking an actual book. You
yeah.
know, and getting out there
as a
in
book.
bookstores and stuff. Yeah, because.
You know, and now that I've got all the other stuff done, I actually could probably consider